Hello Trovians, welcome to the second episode of the Beginner Guide series. If you want to watch all the current episodes, click on the eye at the top right corner to watch the new playlist I made for the series. I also have it down in the description. And if you like the content I provide you, please hit the like button, but also press the dislike button so I can see if you liked it or not. If you want to support me and my channel, consider subscribing because I'm close to hitting 500 subscribers, and at 500 subscribers I will make a 500,000 Flux giveaway. So now that I shamelessly promoted myself, let's get into the video. So I split the 10 ways of making Flux into two sections, one for farming and one for flipping. Each has 5 ways, and all methods require mastery level 20 so you can access the marketplace. Let me start with the farming section first. So first up is Dailydroving outpost adventures. By doing these you can obtain adventurine strong boxes which are going for 14 to 20,000 flux. You have a chance to obtain one if you complete a quest. Each biome has 1 or 2 quests which you can find at the Droving outpost. As example, I got 5 boxes in a day which gave me around 65,000 flux, which is really good for a work of like 30 minutes or so. I got lucky, but don't underestimate this method. You need 2500 power rank to enter all the biomes from permafrost up to Uber 7. Medieval Highlands don't have a quest, and Uber 8 and Uber 9 are a mix of all biomes, so you don't need to enter them. The second farming method is the sunlight bulb method. It's quite an old method, but it still works to this day. Sunlight bulbs can be found at sunlight flower buildings which are located at the peaceful hills, and they can only appear above Uber 1. I don't know how much you can make in an hour, since the last time that I did it was like a few years ago, but I guess about 60 to 80,000 flux an hour. I suggest you to go farm on Tuesday because the bonus will bring more profit, and don't see them on Tuesday. You have to wait 2 to 3 days until the price rises again, so you make more flux. It's a good method for complete starters. The third method is the primordial flame method. Primordial flames are also an old method, but it still works. People need them to make bombs, costumes, mounts and many more. Primordial flame can be found at every biome, but for this method I suggest you farming them at Uber 4 Dragonfire Peaks, since they spawn more at that biome, and I suggest you find a cave, since in the caves primordial flame is everywhere. 1 hour you can make around 60 to 80,000 flux. It depends on your speed of farming and if you have bonus or not. If you don't have bombs or at least a tank turtle or a dragon, I don't suggest you farming primordial flames, but if you have one of those 3 things, then this method is something for you. Okay, the fourth farming method is the radiant catcher method. And yeah, just like the other 2 before, this one also is pretty old. Hey, it still works and it's still good. So you get the radiant caches randomly by defeating giants who are located at the radiant ruins. Oh, and make sure you are not in a biome, because on the biomes you can't find giants but only cornerstones. Each radiant cache costs around 1000 to 1200 flux, so if you can acquire 80 caches in 1 hour you can see them for 80,000 to 96,000 flux, which is a good profit. I suggest this to you if you have enough jump, good wings or a dragon and some good DPS to kill the giants. They are as tough as a Uber 7 boss I think, but I'm not sure. The fifth and last farming method is the Nitro method. Well, every YouTuber made a video about it already, so I don't want to explain it that much, but it's the best farming method out there. Many people follow a Gunner train and bomb their tank turtles or dragons around the Geo topside cave to gather Nitro together. You can make a lot of flux in 1 hour. Trove YouTuber Lemons in the top says that he makes 250 to 300,000 flux with an average of 3,000 Nitro an hour in 1 hour with Patron, Tuesday bonus and a Gunner train. I will link him at the top right if you want to see his video about Nitro farming. This method requires 5,000 power rank. You don't need to bomb yourself, you can just follow along and earn the Nitro others are bombing. And now let me showcase the 5 marketplace methods. These only require your mastery level 20 and some starting flux. The 6th method is the generic marketplace flipping method. You buy something for cheap and sell it for normal price again. As example, you can buy 1000 sunlight bulbs at Tuesday for 9 flux each, so that's 9000 flux in total, and then on Friday you can see them for 14 flux each which is 14,000 flux, so a total of 5,000 flux profit. If we were to hire the amounts, it would be more profit. Another example are Pegasus wings. They cost 30 to 35,000 on Monday and 40 to 45,000 on Saturday, which is a 5 to 15,000 flux profit per wing. There are many methods, so find one for yourselves, because most people want to keep their own method a secret so that it will work. This method requires some starting flux, but it can be any amount like 100 flux or 10,000 flux. Any amount works, and you need to know the prices to not make mistakes, actually lose flux, because this method isn't easy. So the seventh method is the bombs method. So what I mean with this method is that you can buy off Primordial Flame and shape some cheaply at Tuesday bonus and then craft the bombs. You have to wait until Saturday to seal them, because most people farm dungeons on Saturday and Sunday and they need bombs to do them. I suggest you stocking them in packs of 500 or 1000. They go for around 22 flux each, and the resources to make one bomb costs you at Tuesday around 19 flux each, so that's a profit of 3 flux each for one bomb. So 10,000 bombs are 30,000 flux profit, which doesn't sound much, but sometimes the bombs can seal quickly and then the flux is coming. I recommend having a bit of starting flux before you try this method. Next up at number 8 is the flux pirate ship method. This method helps you get some flux, but not much, just like the bomb one. You can buy a mount at the flux ship for 7,000 flux, and that 7,000 flux mount goes for 10,000 flux on the marketplace. And it will sell, because some people need mastery and don't care about the price that much. You will make around 3,000 flux profit with each mount, for example a Jelly Knight. You need 7,000 flux minimum to do this method. At 9th is the Pulse of Wisdom method, which a YouTuber and my partner alot made a video about. If you want to know more about the method, you can go to his video by clicking the eye on the top right corner. So you need some market sailing spots to do this, because people sometimes buy 8 pearls back to back, and if you only have one spot, you gave away 7 pearls that you could have potentially have sold. Yeah, just watch alot's video if you want to know the amount of profit you can make. All I can say is that the profit is really good. Okay, so on to the last method of the day is the Fragments of Wonder method. So a lot of people like to try their luck on opening Gander from Trove of Wonders, but mostly they get Fragments of Wonder, which they sell in market for around 60 to 70 flux each, and we can make use of that by buying the fragments from the marketplace and buy enough to buy, for example, one Sure Strike. For one Sure Strike you need 275 fragments of Wonder, which costs around 7,000 flux, 17,000 flux, and Sure Strikes are going for around 27,000 flux, which is a profit of 10,000 flux for one item. I sold several Sure Strikes already overnight, like I bought a stack of 8 Sure Strikes and they all got sold overnight, which is easy to 80,000 flux profit. I suggest you having about 17,000 or more or less flux. This method probably works for flowers and other emblems as well. You just have to calculate the costs to craft the item and the profit you would gain, and if it gets good profit you can try it out with 1 or 5 pieces and let them on the marketplace for one night or two to see if it works. Okay Trovians, I hope you found the perfect method for you today in this video. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button, and if you enjoy my videos, consider subscribing and activating the bell to never miss out on new videos from me. We'll see us again in 3 days with a video about mastery. Bye and have good luck profiting.